the United States Gold Reserve, a bastion of American economic might, a symbol of stability in an unpredictable world. Yet today, a shadow of doubt hangs over the seemingly impenetrable fortress of Fort Knox. For decades, rumors and speculation have swirled around the true state of America's gold holdings. Is it all there, untouched and gleaming under heavy guard? Or has the once mighty reserve been depleted, leaving behind a hollow shell of promises? In the digital age, transparency is paramount. Citizens and the global community alike demand accountability, especially when it comes to the very foundation of the financial system. The upcoming audit of Fort Knox, spearheaded by Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is a direct response to this growing demand. The world watches, holding its breath, as the fate of the US dollar and indeed the global economy hangs in the balance. The stakes are higher than ever. The audit represents more than just a physical inventory of gold bars. It's an audit of trust. Trust in the US government, trust in the financial system, and trust in the very concept of fiat currency. The world waits with bated breath. The truth, whatever it may be, lies within the depths of Fort Knox. The history of the US Gold Reserve is not without its skeptics. Whispers of secret gold deals, depleted reserves, and outright conspiracies have echoed through the halls of power for nearly a century. The last comprehensive audit, a relic of a bygone era, took place in the 1950s, shrouded in the secrecy of the Cold War. Since then, only glimpses behind the curtain have been granted. In 1974, a congressional delegation and a handful of journalists were permitted a carefully orchestrated tour of Fort Knox. While their accounts did little to quell the doubts, they served as a temporary balm for a nation grappling with economic uncertainty. Decades later, in 2017, then Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin and Senator Mitch McConnell made their own pilgrimage to the Fort Knox vault, emerging with assurances of gold's presence. These sporadic glimpses into the guarded sanctuary have done little to satisfy the growing chorus demanding full transparency. The upcoming audit, if granted full access, has the potential to finally silence the doubters or confirm their worst fears. The echoes of past audits, shrouded in mystery and speculation, serve as a stark reminder of the need for transparency and accountability. Imagine for a moment that the unthinkable comes to pass. The audit reveals a significant discrepancy between the reported and actual gold reserves held within Fort Knox. The implications of such a discovery are staggering, sending shockwaves throughout the global financial system and beyond. The immediate impact would be a catastrophic loss of confidence in the US dollar. The greenback, long considered the world's reserve currency, would plummet in value, triggering a domino effect across global markets. Inflation would skyrocket, eroding the purchasing power of individuals and businesses alike. The US, already grappling with economic challenges, could face a sovereign debt crisis, further eroding its standing on the world stage. Geopolitically, the ramifications would be equally severe. Adversaries, sensing weakness, might exploit the situation to undermine US influence and reshape the global order. Alliances, carefully cultivated over decades, could fracture, leading to a period of instability and uncertainty. Domestically, the political fallout would be seismic. The revelation could lead to widespread unrest, investigations, and potential impeachment proceedings. The ramifications would be felt for generations, shaking the very foundation of American democracy. The potential consequences of a discrepancy in the US Gold Reserve are too grave to ignore. The world holds its breath, hoping for the best but bracing for the worst. Auditing the US Gold Reserve at Fort Knox is a task of immense complexity, a logistical tightrope walk fraught with challenges. The sheer scale of the operation is daunting. Over 147 million ounces of gold, meticulously stacked in bars, reside within the fortified walls of Fort Knox. Each bar must be individually weighed, measured, and assayed to confirm its purity and authenticity. This is not a task that can be accomplished overnight. The audit will necessitate a team of experts working tirelessly with specialized equipment to complete the monumental task. Security, of course, will be paramount. Every step of the process must be meticulously documented and verified to ensure transparency and prevent tampering. Adding to the complexity is the potential for variation in the gold bars themselves. Manufactured over decades, the bars may exhibit slight differences in purity, weight, and dimensions, requiring meticulous attention to detail. The audit team must navigate these complexities while minimizing disruption to the normal operations of Fort Knox and the US gold market. Unlocking the vault at Fort Knox is not just about counting gold bars. It's about restoring trust, transparency, and accountability to a system in dire need of all three. The world watches and waits, hoping for a positive outcome, but prepared for the potential shockwaves that may follow.